We'll put 60 seconds on the clock, and now. All cats that are not fixed are assholes. If you've ever dated a girl because you're a fucking blue mohawk lesbian truck driver who used to be like a half amateur wrestler or some horrible career like that, because what else are you going to do in KY?
I work in a factory.
Yeah, fucking build bumpers for Kias. Alright, amazing. What a fulfilling life. I'm glad I went to school to do that. That's amazing. Oh wait, what is school? How do I spell? How do you even spell school? SKOOL?
Right.
The levels of disrespect. Yeah, no. Since you're a fucking dirty dyke lesbian, you've probably dated a woman who had a cat that was not fixed. And do you know what those motherfuckers do when they spray?
Oh yes, I hate that shit. It's horrible. It gets everywhere.
Dude, I thought me and the cat were on good terms. I was like, hey. I forget the name. I think it was Chase or Chance or something. I'm like, hey.
I had a roommate.
Listen, hey, don't interrupt. A man is talking. Don't interrupt.
Okay. My apologies.
We're joking. But still, no. I don't know the fucking cat's name. It was Chase or Chance. And I thought we were on good terms. But this motherfucker, I would wake up and he would just be like pissing on my jacket. And I'm like, why are we doing this? We're boys. And he just looked at me and shrugged, be like, this is what I gotta do. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, Chance. We're not about that life. And I was like, can you please? No, but that was the worst because my jacket would smell like cat piss for like 4 days. And if you've ever been in that situation, you can wash the shit out of that, and I'm like, it still smells like cat piss. Fuck is going on?
It takes a good bit to get that shit out.
Thank you for your patience, and the floor is yours, as Johnny the Monkey would say. I'll give you the floor for 30 seconds.
But see, with me, I had a roommate one time.
A fixed cat or a shedding cat? Fuck you. Cats are assholes. They will eat your eyebrows. They'll eat your eyelids. They will eat your lips when you die. A dog will coil up next to you and be like, hey. It will like poke you with the paw and be like, hey man, do you want to go outside? Can we eat? Can you put some water in the fucking bowl? And it will just curl up next to you and be like, and like whimper and shit like that.
I love dogs.
A fucking cat? A cat's like, alright bitch, you ain't gonna do nothing? I'm gonna eat your eyelids. I'm gonna eat your fucking lips. And then I'm gonna go to your ears.
They go for the soft part.
Dude, I have friends who are cops, and they found bodies that like cats have half eaten, and like it's worse than like anything you've ever seen.
I'm sure if a guy was naked, they'd eat their dick too.
They go for soft tissue, so I mean, they'd probably eat like, God, what are we talking about? Jesus Christ! No, they probably eat like, I don't even know what the term is, but like
talking about the reverse of pussy eating a dick, right?
Bro, I'm sure a cat would dive in there with the... Could you imagine your dead corpse and a cat's clawing open your snooch and just eating your labia? Oh my god. You'd probably come just thinking about that.
Don't sound pleasant at all.
Yeah, no, I mean, unless you're a BDSM person, I mean...
Which, I mean, I am, but that still don't sound pleasant for me.
Well, that's when we know you're... Oh god, that's when we know you're not skinny.
Oh, I am. I'm a fucking toothpick right now, and I'm very disappointed about it.
Stunned. Stunned is the reaction. You just hit me with a spell. I'm like, huh? Usually, it's... The BDSM folks are, like, crazily abused Florida daughters or overweight individuals.
Ouch.
Or just crazy promiscuous
You're
whores.
not that broad into it, are you? Some with a little vanilla.
What? Some is a little vanilla?
Mm-hmm.
I don't...
If you don't know what that means, I'm definitely disappointed.
No, I understand what that means, but I don't understand how that ties in. Hey-o! That's a good reference. Give you the points. No, that ties in perfectly. Hey-o, give me the points again. Vanilla, as I... yeah, that means non-extreme, but you're like,
Not
oh my
experienced.
god. What?
Vanilla means not experienced.
Oh, so what does that
Or
make
lack
you?
of
Does that make
experience.
you a mixed berry scoop? Or...
I can't say anything. I have my parts where I'm vanilla, and I'll admit it. Like, I mean, but I'm willing to try new shit. But at the same time, I'm very knowledge from where I have done so much research into it. When you're an introvert, you kind of sit and just dabble.
you go on weird fucking websites, don't you?
Sometimes. When I
You're
was
probably
younger,
on FetLife.
mainly.
You probably know what a Gorian is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey? Yeah. You're not even batting an eye when you see a person with like 30 needles stuck in their tits
Mm-hmm.
and rope bondage. You're like, huh, maybe I'll do that Thursday if I'm not busy.
Exactly. Which, I mean, I wouldn't be able to necessarily plan it like that, but yeah.
You just earned your name, KY.
Huh?
I said you just earned your name, KY. Yeah, I was waiting for you to pick up on that. I guess they've like done electric shocks on your brain. Why are you sounding retarded?
Oh, I'm not. I've been picking up on it.
You're saying you're so introverted, and I'm like, well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Were you one of those people where like, oh my god, COVID, we can't really like go outside and talk to people? You're like, fucking great. I didn't want to do that shit to begin with.
When they said that we didn't have to leave or go outside or be near people, I was just like, fucking bet.
And you're like, just have my fucking close friends come over to my dungeon, and we'll give them a test before they come in, and that's it. What are you smoking right now? Do you have bronchitis?
Oh, Mary Jane.
What? Fairy Shane?
Mary Jane.
Oh, hello! Bang bang a skeet skeet, Bob Marley. Yo.
I'm so mad I don't have a good water bong. Those are the best.
The ice catchers are super clutch.
Do what now?
The ice... do what now? Fucking KY in the goddamn
I
building.
didn't hear what you said. Repeat it.
I said the ice catchers.
Ice catcher?
They got like little talons.
Oh,
You fill with water, and then you
I
drop
know
in
what you're
like
talking
3 cubes of fucking frozen water,
about.
and it holds them there, and it just goes... and you're like, oh. And then you don't realize, and then you go... and you're like, I can't fucking breathe. And you're like, if you ain't choking, you ain't smoking.
Exactly.
Then,
I tell that to everybody. You ain't choking, you ain't smoking.
shout out to Jaxie, by the way. But, yep. Yeah, no. Exactly. That's the way, that's the fucking move. Yes or yes. If you're gonna do something, do it proper.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're gonna go speeding, just
Which,
rent
I mean,
a
I can't
Corvette.
say anything.
Get a race car.
I've been smoking close to 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in June.
You sound like you're a child. I've been smoking for 2 years. What, you didn't smoke marijuana until 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you're a child.
As much as I know, I'm a very baby smoker.
I gotta ask, how old are you?
I'm not proud of it. But
Why?
the thing is, like, I was very big about, my parents were very
being straight edge and
up.
being cool and being healthy and eating vegan. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, fuck
how
no,
old are you now, you dumb bitch?
I hate vegetables. That shit's
I hate
disgusting.
you. You didn't answer my question.
What was the question?
How old are you?
I'm 22. I'll be 23 November.
Oh, you're fine. You don't know who you are until you're 25. I thought you were going to say, like, I'm 37 and I just started smoking weed 2 years ago. No, you have... Listen, I will tell you, my aunt told my cousin, she's like, listen, if you ever want to do, like, drugs or anything like that, let me know and I will do them with you and we'll do it safely.
Well, see, my parents told me to do it at home. And
no,
even then, I was
same...
worried about it because I didn't want to get lectured, because I always got lectured over shit, and it just...
You're like, this is gonna bum my trip out, man.
Yeah, like...
I understand completely. You're like, I'd rather do it with some... Don't do it with some boys in the back of a car or in an alley or some weird shit, because then you get messed up. And then you have PTSD experiences.
I would just sneak outside to smoke. That's pretty much what I did.
You're a baby. You're 22. You don't know who you are until you're 25.
When I started smoking, I also lived on my own, so I mainly just smoked in my room. My parents, for the longest time, didn't even know I smoked.
That's all you do? You just smoke weed? You're not an alcohol monster?
Not anymore. I don't tolerate alcohol a whole lot much anymore.
That's good.
Too many bad memories, too much abuse with alcohol. I just avoid it.
Bro, you're so young. That's mind-blowing to me.
It is what it is.
When was the first time you had a drink?
First time I had a drink, I was 16.
11. I was going with 16, then I just hyper underestimated.
I drank, those little tiny bottles of vodka.
The airplane bottles?
Yeah. It was one of those. It was cherry vodka.
That'll make
I had taken a Code Red Mountain Dew and drank some of it, and then I poured the vodka into it and went to school that day. That little bottle had me fucked up.
Oh, you were probably torn apart. That's awesome, but in a bad way. But you got the memory out of it. I mean, go ahead.
It was fucking hilarious, but at the same time, I was so miserable.
Did anyone figure it out?
One person, okay, so when I had finished the bottle, I threw it away. Well, I live in fucking Kentucky, so everybody dips, damn near. Including kids in fucking middle school.
What do you mean dips?
So, like, tobacco.
Oh, like stuffing skull in their gums or something?
Yeah. Anyways, so one of the kids had gotten my bottle to spit into.
What?
And he came up to me and he was just like, I got a question. I was like, yeah. And it was one of the popular kids. So I was really confused when he came up to talk to me, because normally they pick on me and shit, but he was being dead serious. He was like, did you have alcohol in this bottle? And
what is he, that fucking hole?
I was
like,
oh shit. I was like, no, what the fuck? No. He was like, are you sure? It smelled like alcohol when I was spitting into it. I was like, no, why would I be drinking at school?
I'm pretty sure
I don't even drink.
I'm pretty sure he just sniffed it and he's like, he gave you a look and he's like, alright, you're cool too. I got you.
Like, I was just like, oh God, please don't fucking say that. The first time I ever drink, I get busted. Like, I was so upset.
You got busted by the cool kid in school? Not even like a teacher?
No, not by a teacher, just by the cool kid in school. I
got expelled for fucking... Some kids sold me fireworks. And I had them in my locker. And they're like, you have explosives. You can go to jail for this. I'm like, no, like, you can also never come back to this school again. I'm like, fuck you. Yep, there you go.
I hated public school. That shit was so fucking miserable for me.
Why?
I got bullied a lot growing up. It started about... Actually, I want to say early middle school. Very beginning of middle school.
People bully you about what? You're cooler than they were?
I was introverted. I didn't really talk a lot to people. I was the quiet kid.
So what, you fucking flipping the bird?
Bully someone. Huh?
What, you just flipping the bird? I didn't give them the middle finger.
No. I just...
You're like, why is your hair so dark?
I focused on school.
You goth cunt. And you'd be like, just give him the finger.
I wasn't I'm not a very conflict-producing person. I don't like conflict. I don't like yelling. I don't like arguing. I just like to talk like human beings.
I can tell you grew up in a household full of, like, really communicative parents. You have
no idea. I dealt with foaming at the mouth I dealt with foaming at the mouth, screaming damn near on the daily basis from my father when he was home.
What is
That is
foaming at the? Is that like a
like
foaming at the mouth screaming?
Yeah, he would be screaming so much and yelling so much that
Is
he
that
was
because he was
literally
so
foaming
fucked
at the
up? Or is
mouth.
that a drug thing, or is that just he was
No,
so angry?
just so angry. Like, I'm surprised my dad hasn't had an aneurysm for how much he would scream. I'm surprised he didn't just fucking kill over in mid-argument one day.
It's just like, you know what, you motherfucker! And just stroked out in the kitchen hallway.
There was a lot of times I wish it would have happened. And
Hey, don't say that. Come on.
No, on God. My dad is, like, I try to have a good relationship with him, but he's a fucking Scorpio, and he's just toxic as fuck.
I will put you with Ames, and she'll tell you about the planet retrograde, and I don't know. When's your birthday? I'll tell
November. I'm a Sagittarius.
Don't tell me the year. Just tell me. Well, I think I need to know both.
Do what now?
I'll have a friend of mine give you she'll tell you where the planets were when you were born, and she'll do some like Miss Cleo shit on you. Shout outs to Ames.
Yeah, I've done that.
Don't entertain her. She's crazy. Shout outs to Ames. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I done that to myself. I'm Norse pagan, so like I'm really
what?
Norse pagan.
Is that like Nordic mythology and paganism?
Mhm.
Well, I gotta say, I'm scratching my head because I don't understand why, but I appreciate you being like open-minded and find whatever works for you. It's, you know, we don't all dance to the beat of one drum. I hate that saying. I'm gonna shoot myself right now. Hold on. I got a gun. Cool, dude. Hey-o. But you said you were 22, and I'm like, God damn. You seem a little bit wise beyond your years, but a little bit crazy.
I had to grow up fast, and I never really got to have a childhood, and it sucks. And I'm absolutely suffering and miserable from it.
Hey, listen, I want to give you one good feather in your cap. If you can't feed, don't breed. You don't have kids. You're not married, you're not divorced, right?
I don't plan to have kids unless I'm absolutely sure the person won't leave me. And that's going to take a lot.
I'm sure it will.
I've been fucked over so much. Like, okay, one of my exes I took to Texas, right?
All my exes come from Texas. Hey-o.
No fucking shit.
I don't ever date anyone from Texas, by the way. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Like, so I was taking him to Texas because his grandma was dying from cancer, and she was about to pass away.
Because that's the most Texas. Oh my God.
So I took him to Texas to go see his grandma before she passed away, because my grandma died from fucking cancer too. So I know how painful that shit is. I watched her die in front of me, and so it fucking sucks. So I didn't want him to, you know, not see her before she died, because he hadn't seen her in a few years. So I took him down there. Well, we had been together for a good bit, and we had actually been trying for a kid. Well, we got down there, and, you know, after one night there, he looked at me, he's like, I hope you don't have our kid. If you do get pregnant, I hope it dies, and I don't want to be with you anymore. And I was like, damn, that was like a light switch flip. I was like, where the fuck did that come from?
Who said that?
My ex, the one I took to Texas.
And he said, I hope you don't get her pregnant, so...
He was like, I hope you... Because we were trying for a kid at the time, and so he was just like, we got down there, slept, you know, woke up, and he got to do a little shit with the family. Then he comes to me, he's like, listen... And he was like an absolute douchebag over it. He's like, I hope you don't have our baby. He's like, if you do get pregnant, he's like, I hope it dies. He's like, if you do get pregnant with our baby, I hope it dies. Because I don't feel like dealing with that. I don't want you to have my kid. He's like, I don't even want a kid. And he's like, we're kind of pretty much done. And I was like, It's fucked up.
Yeah, a little bit, and then some.
But you want to know something, though?
No, I
I'm a
want to
little bit
respond to
petty.
that, but you want to keep going? Go.
I'm a little bit petty, so you know what I did?
You set his car on fire.
I broke his mom up with her boyfriend, and
see, this is why I don't hang out with you.
Like, I kind of have him on like speed dial as like a hangout spot now in Texas if I want to go visit.
That's a little bit too petty.
He enjoyed the fuck out of me being down there while everybody else was being petty bitches arguing, and me and him were just being chill, laid back, smoking pot, and just fishing and shit. Like, me and him became best friends. It was fucking great.
So, did you just basically steal his whole circle of friends? You just jacked his whole circle of friends. They're like, I'm cooler than this fool is.
No, I pretty much stole his soon-to-be stepdad.
Oh my days. Come on.
It was worth it. That motherfucker was cool.
You're the one who said you were petty. But don't fuck up.
I don't like to be petty. I don't like to be mean, but I was in a whole ass different state, and you want to fuck me over like that, you better believe I'm going to fucking make your life hell. Like, that's ultimate fucking me over. When I'm not in my safe space, and you decide to screw me over like that, everything's off the table at that point. He's lucky I didn't have my pistol on him. I would have shot him in the foot.
Oh, no. You can't say that.
My dad would have looked at me and done the same thing.
I
got back and he was just like, why didn't you shoot him in the foot?
God damn it. You can't do that. I don't think you live...
Listen, I've been bouncing spots to live for a good chunk of my life. So
listen, I don't give a fuck if you've been bouncing on trampolines as a fucking circus performer. You can't shoot someone in the fucking foot with a fucking handgun. You can't do that.
Says who?
Me. The police will come and they will
say... You think I give a shit what people say?
Do you think the police are a little bit gonna outnumber you?
Well, that's a different story, as I was saying.
Yeah, it's the same story.
To live for a while.
You could shoot listen, you can shoot someone in the goddamn foot, but the police, there's a lot more of the police than there are of you.
I don't care. I'll put the gun down when they show up.
And then what are you gonna do? Sit in jail for fucking 6 years?
Yeah, 3 hots and a cop for 6 years. I wouldn't have to worry about.
Are you that fucking poor and destitute? You need to go to jail? Like, are you breaking windows so you can go to a warm place?
I'm not bored. It's just that I've dealt with so much bullshit that, you know.
You're better than that. Come on. Don't fucking sell yourself short. I will fucking come. You're not even worth going to me. No. I didn't even feel like going to your fucking KY Jellytown to shoot you in the goddamn leg to prove a point. Because you already know better. You're smart. Come on. What are you thinking? Just think that through. You really want to spend... Dude, you're in the prime of your life.
Where I could have killed some of my exes for the shit that they did to me. But I was so nice.
Yeah,
and they
that doesn't...
God deserved it. Because when you lay a hand on me, that's when you deserve to be put down like a rabid dog.
Alright, that's... subject interpretation. You should never put hands on people unless you have to. But you shouldn't be subjected to any of this bullshit. But you already got through it. Stop harboring
Surprisingly, I made it out of some of them alive. I'm surprised I did.
Yeah, and that's the cool part. Because now you can take that and move forward.
The trauma was bad. The trauma was very upsetting. It changed me into a different person, and I don't really like who I am now.
Are you telling me like I wouldn't be able to trust you? Is that what you're telling me?
There was a lot of times
because you're giving me that impression. You're giving me that impression. You'd be like, all men are evil.
Like, I try not to think that way, but most
no, you do.
Really
you do.
Fuck me over.
You would stab me in the throat.
I don't treat every man that way.
No, you definitely would.
Why do you think I've been in so many shitty relationships with men?
Because you're dumb and you don't know what the fuck you're doing?
Totally, but okay.
No, not totally. I mean, a little bit, yeah.
Totally.
No, not. You're the one picking on yourself. I'm trying to prop you up.
Well, I don't believe it's a lot of my fault because they do put on the fucking blindfold really fucking well. They all did.
They put on the blindfold really well. Who is they?
They had the wool pulled over my eyes, and when I least expected it, that's when they just yanked it off and showed me who they really were.
Who's they? Men?
My exes.
Well,
The ones that
maybe you have a bad judge.
abused me.
Hey, listen, maybe you had a bad judge of who was decent.
That's the thing, though. Like, my
hey,
exes
shut
are
up,
pretty
shut
too.
up. Lady. Maybe you had a bad judge of character and who thought was going to be good for you and who wasn't, and people took advantage of you, but you take that and you run with that and you go, now I recognize the sign of a scumbag and I will kick you to the curb and fucking jump on your head. Sooner than
that's
fast.
the thing, though. Like,
Don't be vicious. Don't be vindictive.
I took it as a learning point,
listen.
and I did better every time after that. And
good. So it's
still ended with the same thing.
So as DMX the God would say, rest in peace, DMX. Don't take it as a loss. Just take it as a lesson. See, now you're better equipped to deal with everybody who comes across your path.
I'm so ready to lose, though. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. I'm ready to just call it a night and be thrown out into the ocean.
Are you talking about the day or your life or both? Because you sound... Come on. Bro, what are you doing? Why are you pissing away like so much potential? If I thought you were a goddamn moron, I would have thrown you off the boat a million years ago.
I've never been pleased with my existence. I've dealt with too much bullshit, but I still keep pushing on. The only thing I really have that's honestly keeping me that way is my mom.
Oh, come on, man. You're gonna make me you're gonna make me shed manly tears. Don't. Come on.
She was the biggest part of my life. And so, like, when she finally goes, I don't know what's gonna happen with me mentally.
I can tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna answer my question real quick. Have you ever really fucked anybody over, like, terribly bad?
No.
Okay.
Not that wasn't deserved. No.
Alright, well, I was gonna say okay, but now you just fucked me all up. God damn it.
I never want to fuck anybody over. That's the last thing on my mind. Because I've been fucked over too much. I don't ever want to cause anybody else that kind of pain.
So here's a better way of asking that question then. Do you think you're a net positive or a net negative on everybody you meet and encounter? I don't care if it's a bum at 7-Eleven, a millionaire, Jennifer Lopez.
Positive. I always treat everybody like they're the best person in the world and like they wouldn't do me wrong. Or I try to anyways. I try to think that the world's a good place. But it's very hard.
So keep going with that, and I want to tell you something that you just made me... It jogged a memory. Do you want to hear it real quick?
Sure.
I had a teacher, Mr. Begley, and he would always read like some parable, alright?
Mm-hmm.
And what you just said, I don't want to say triggered, because I hate that fucking term, because it's been so overused, like trolling, but anyway. It made me remember something that he read before class.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like the way you go, uh-huh. So you're like, yeah, I'm paying attention. Good.
Mm-hmm. I love listening.
And he's like, there was this guy and he had a sign and he was preaching for, X, Y, and Z. Up. Bang, excuse me. And begin. You happened.
I didn't even touch it.
That's what she said.
Anyways, continue.
So, yeah, there was this guy, and there was a marketplace, and he would always preach this message, and the message isn't important. We'll just call it X, Y, and Z, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone just laughed at him. They're like, you're never going to get people to follow you. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? And he did this for a day, and he did it the next day. He did it the third day. On the fourth day, someone said, hey, why are you doing this? No one's going to pay attention to what you're doing, what you're saying. And he said, I came here to change this place. I'm not going to let this place change me.
Yeah.
Make of it what you will. But it was conviction. I was like, all right. I like that. Just something I remember from 20 years ago.
Yeah. I hate that I've been screwed over and fucked up the way that I have been. And I try to, keep myself the most genuine me as I can. It's hard because, where I've been damaged so much, it's with the PTSD and the trauma and just the anxiety, depression, all that shit. It's hard because I'm having to find different coping mechanisms, or trying to find coping mechanisms to where I can be me still.
I understand what you mean. I mean, I don't, but I can empathize with you a little bit. Cause I'm like, dude, you're 22, you're a Babinski. But you're wise beyond your years recognizing this. Once you do get past this, dude, you'll be an amazing therapist if you want to be.
I went to college twice. It's not my thing. I had to drop out both times because I just couldn't handle the stress. And with me having to work full time, I'd have to go to school full time. I couldn't do it.
What's the stress?
I'm not good with stress.
Listen, I don't want to put you through a stress. No, I won't do it. I could put you through a stress test right now, and you would come through with flying colors. I already have. I just did it in a way you didn't, recognize it.
Well, hey, that's the way to do it.
I got you to answer all the questions that I wanted. I got you to speak about yourself. I got you to be honest with me. I got you to listen to me. I got your age. 20's fucking 2, you're a goddamn baby. No, I mean that in a nice way. I'm not trying to be insulting.
Oh, you should, I've been told all the time in person, well, there's a
I
little
said
bit
you're
before
wise
I got my
beyond your
haircut,
age.
But I get told I look 15 all the fucking time.
Well, maybe grow some tits. I don't know. I'm gonna get fired just
I'm
to
sorry,
say that.
they're small.
Jesus Christ, I didn't even... Bro, never even asked or looked or... whatever. KY.
I have teenager boobies, and I'm 5'5", so I look like a child.
I'm sure you're a long, lanky, lush. I don't know. Maybe you drink too much or you used to, but...
I do look like a little boy. Thank you, Chris.
And also, the fact that I got you to laugh about it, you dumb bitch. And I got to call you a dumb bitch, and you don't get upset by that. I think I've won the internet. Can you throw roses and money at me now? I need the money, because I need to buy beer.
I'd have to have money to do that.
Well, go strip or something. I don't know. I'm
wanting to
sure
do
they would
that.
love... The Taiwanese people would love your little boy boobs.
I'm fucking dead.
I was going to say I'm sorry. I'm not sorry because you started laughing and I was like, I win. Yes.
Go strip because someone will enjoy my little boy boobs. I'm fucking done. I need to save that
That's
one.
what they're going to write under your name in the yearbook, by the way. If you ever graduate from a college until you have an anxiety, stress disorder, and keel over.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. I need to go to therapy. I need to figure out
Everyone
what's wrong with
This
me.
is therapy right now, lady. Let's go.
Well, I have to have insurance.
I want the money.
Shit.
Yeah, you can. I'm going to bill your insurance. Tell me who they are.
I ain't got
I'm
none
going to
yet.
start like a fake racket. I'm a therapist, by the way, like unofficially. I'm a street therapist. There you go.
But I want to get properly diagnosed, and I need to feel like I'm not crazy because I always am crazy, apparently, and I don't think
how
that
do
I
you
am.
even say, like, I need to feel like I'm not crazy? Because I always am crazy. Like, making you think you're crazy is a billion-dollar industry. I'm sure if you
I
just
feel
talk
like I'm
to,
crazy
like,
for having
you
my
know,
emotions
person
and feeling the
A,
way I
B,
do.
and C, you can figure out where you need to go. You're going to be alright. Like, just... If someone says, oh, you have hypertension and you need to take all these fucking medications.
I don't want to be on medication. I just
I
want
don't
to
wanna
know
be
coping
on-
mechanisms.
What?
I just want to know coping mechanisms. I don't want to be on medication. I don't want to go that way.
Yo, coping mechanism, number one, don't fucking isolate. Talk to people. And
try
the
to.
easiest one to do is talk to people who you don't have to fucking see every day.
That's mainly why I talk to the people online.
Yeah, no fuck. See, you're smarter than you let yourself.
But
Alright. Shut up, Luce. No, I said you're smarter than you play you play it down, but you're smarter than you actually think you are, you silly bitch.
my mom says that to me all the time.
Well,
But
I'm not
it's
your
so hard to
fucking mom.
believe her.
I'm DMX the God. I'm Dr. Reverend DMX the God. And no, you're definitely smarter than you lead on. And we should definitely do another Praxy sooner than fast. Because we're running out of time with this one. What are you coughing on? The Mary Janes? On the
The only
Mary
reason I cough.
I don't know. Maybe you have COVID. Maybe you have bronchitis.
I've already had COVID twice.
I'm pretty sure you still do. It's pandemic. I'm pretty sure I know the Islanders lost. I don't know about the Rangers. But I'm pretty sure as we mow this down for the last two, it's been really interesting talking to you. And we should do this again another time.
Yeah, for real.
Because we did a 24 ounce and then a 40 ounce. If you know what that is. You don't even know what that is.
No.
That's the problem. You don't know what a 40 is?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh my, the levels of disrespect. These fucking sheltered children.
I am very sheltered, actually.
That's why you're interesting to talk to. You really don't know what a 40 is?
Damn. No, I don't.
A 40 ounce is like $1.49 of 40 ounces of malt liquor.
Oh. Okay.
That's what we grew up on when we were like 14-year-olds. Come on.
It took me a second to realize that's what you were talking about. I didn't know we were talking
You probably
about
grew up
alcohol
on like
directly.
Four Locos. Like a Four Loco would be like, I'm
No,
going
I
to
don't
steal the
drink
car.
those. I don't drink Four Locos. I've never had one.
Good.
I just do
So-
vodka.
Alright, Hennessy and OJ.
Mm-mm.
You okay, Y? Say goodnight to the world.
Night world. Thank you for listening.
Oh. You sound like Jaxie almost. Shouts to Jaxie. You got 30 seconds and 3, 2, 1, begin. Yo, it was a privilege and a pleasure. Say words. Go.
Alright, well, it was definitely an honor doing this. Never done a podcast before, so definitely glad I got to try this. I appreciate the opportunity. Glad I got to share.
Everyone give her a lot of mean comments on the YouTube. Subscribe, like, go fuck yourself. We don't care. And on that bombshell, It is time to end.